folks, welcome back for the episode of Our Journeys. We begin today with a friendly match between Brave Caryod friends and Raxon friends, and they are, in fact, friends.
Bright moons light your path.
I just randomly chose the sides, as you can see. They are, they're running Transmogrify. Mirror match in that regard.
Thanks you.
So you're not going to see a whole lot of... excuse me. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm dying. You're not going to see a lot of creatures. Okay, I mean, there's two creatures there, but... Okay, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe Raxon's not running Transmogrify. I think he is.
May the fates smile on Kaji.
I definitely know Brave is, because we can see Transmogrify there. I didn't know that Cicero would be... Because you wouldn't want to Transmogrify into Cicero. So I'm not entirely sure. He might be running something a little bit different. Nice shiny dismantles. Before I forget, I want to remind you that we've got two folks. I have not heard that one before, Raxon. I am Schwarzenegger. I guess Arnold Schwarzenegger. I am very pumped, and I want to pump you up. All right, that was probably not a great Austrian accent, but I'll work on it. I'll be back.
May the fates smile.
I'll bring it back. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna stop talking before I dig myself into a hole.
To get mother some flowers. Pretty.
But yeah, as I was saying, So recently, Vincenzo started a channel. I believe he has. I think it's almost a dozen. Certainly more than 5 or 6. I hadn't actually checked in a couple days. I don't know how many he's added, but he has a channel now. Link is going to be in the description. If I can remember, I'm going to put it in the comment, pin it to the comments as well. But just to let you know, if you've seen, I haven't shown too many of his games lately because I didn't want to overlap. But great player, legendary player, gets to legend pretty much at will. Great fellow. You may have seen him on the channel doing the Divinity games with me. But great guy, great mind for the game, and provides commentary similar to what I do, obviously in his own unique style. So if you want to see some high-level games where he kind of, is going to focus on certain decks, play those decks, play them outright, kind of more of a normal, a standard TESL experience. If I was better at the game, I would give you one of those as well, but I'm not. He is, fortunately, so you can check him out. And as I mentioned before, Tiago, the blacksmith, still can't figure out how to pronounce his last name. He also has a channel. It is in, I believe, Portuguese. I'm not 100% sure. He told me the language. I've totally forgotten since. But again, very high-level player who's running like a lot of control. So if you're a big fan of like Telvanni and Empire, he has really creative ways, and it's just a really great player. He knows he's control, but he's not Boryu control. He's not turtle control. He is control until he sees an opportunity, and then he pounces. Similar to Inu. Inu's mid-range. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm getting lost in my own thoughts. But yeah, great players both. And I encourage you to check out their channels if you want more TESL content. There had been a dearth of it for a while. Certainly some folks were holding down the fort. Sly Boogie, I think is the actual channel name. He's continues to play Warginator. Not entirely sure how to pronounce it. I don't think I've heard him ever say his name, but he's a chap from the UK, I believe. And he plays not quite as regularly from what I understand, but does still mix things up. But anyway, mainly I just wanted to make sure I'll let you know, like, kind of who else is out there, who else is playing. Because it's cool. And it's really good to see, and I just encourage anybody else who wants to try it. I'm trying to remember. Like, I mean, there've been folks who've like posted a video here and there, but I don't know that they're doing it consistently. But just encourage folks, if you got a few hours a week, even if it's just once a week, maybe you play a few games during the week and you just compile them all, and you just have a weekly release, maybe an hour-long video or something. That's enough regularity if you're able to do that consistently to get some eyes on. And even if you're not necessarily looking to grow a channel or anything, you just want to play the game and show off some decks or try out some decks and show people what happens. All right, so Brave has just had a card burn. She's got a ton of actions. So far, she's just trying to keep a beast on the board. And will not succeed this turn. Well, no, wait. Oh, no, Nord Firebrand is probably going to come down. Oh, no, never mind. All right, so here comes... Wait. You know, once again, I said I wasn't going to, but once again, I guess she got Parthenax from the transmogrify she had in her hand. I was talking. Hopefully you guys can watch and hear at the same time. As always, I did get some feedback. You talk too much. That's from somebody. I haven't been getting that consistently, so that's why I still talk as much as I do. But if that does get in the way, or, you know, if folks are like, hey, I would just be cool with the gameplay. If you can just put the games together, don't necessarily need you talking about what have you and whatnots. But I say that I'm not. I'm under no delusions. I've gotten enough feedback that I think that for the most part, folks that are here like it for that. Because there are other channels that I haven't seen because I want the commentary. Whoever it is, I want that engagement. I want to feel like I'm watching a friend play. Or we're watching a game together kind of thing. So I really don't even go to channels that don't have commentary. Because I'm there, I go for more, the personality. And I'm not saying that's for everybody. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent that doesn't need to be gotten onto. You just never want to presume. It's like I want people to be able to enjoy the game, enjoy watching. That's up. Just never really noticed how ugly. Oh, he's got the spittle coming out perpetually. So it's ugly, and it's got the. It's also come to my attention as we watch these friendly folks go at it, throwing taunts here and there in friendly banter, such as that. That there's just not enough drama in TESL these days. That's something the game is really lacking. So I thought I would stir up some stuff. Oh, well, if you want drama, play Invade. That'll get it there. But I thought I could instigate by throwing some disses, some TESL disses out there, and I'm trying to think of some. Your Night Mother is so dumb, she thought Almalexia was an eating disorder. Burn. Solid burn. Take that one to the bank. Drama. Woo! Your Wisp Mother is so fat, she dwarfs Yagrum Balgraf. Oh! I think I got his name wrong. The joke's probably better if you get his name right. Is it Yagrum Balgraf or Balgrim Yalgraf? Oh well, he's a dwarf. That's what makes it funny and witty and devastating. So yeah, I encourage you all to come up with your own Night Mother, Wisp Mother jokes. They're coming back. They had their peak in the mid to late 90s, turn of the century. They were very much not in vogue anymore, but I think we can bring them back. I think we can bring them back in full swing and really just get some good old TESL drama. I kid, of course. Although, this kind of thing, the banter back and forth, this is the fun kind of drama. This is the fun kind. I mean, it's not drama. They're friends, but like that kind of thing is fun. And I really wish TESL gave you the option. You don't have to. I wish they gave you the option of in-game chat. So obviously, if you're up against somebody who's just being a jerk, you can just do what you do here. You can just mute them or just turn that function off. But if you're up against somebody else that, you don't necessarily have to have somebody in Discord to kind of connect. You could, if you come across, like there's a couple of people that I used to come across regularly when I would go through the paces in the morning, back when I was, trying to push Legendary. And it's like, I've played them enough. I don't know if they're cool or not. They never did anything that wasn't cool. Oh my goodness gracious! Daddier comes down with his skirt, little skirt. I believe we saw this the last time that transmogrify occurred. What has she got? Oh, Drive Mad, nice. Had to get rid of that ward first, otherwise Drive Mad does not work out very well. Khajiit is not sorry, by the way. Not sorry at all. Those mischievous Khajiit are quite happy to have killed off Dagoth. And of course, we can see neither one of them running endurance, so there's no bringing them back. That would be an interesting thing. Actually, Brave could do that if she's could run. I mean, but that's well, no. I mean, I guess that would work because it would be reanimate or soul tear. They're actions. They're not creatures. But that way you could, once you've played it, you could bring it back. Maybe that's not in the spirit of Transmogrify, which is just spontaneous combustion. Or, you know, I mean, look, the game's gone so long. We are up to level 5 Skeevers right now. I would love to see Skeevers get into double digits. Let's see, so Raxon, I mean, Lich's Ascension, I'm guessing he had to get that randomly. Obviously, it's not in the color combo. I know Sir Prook, anybody who... That's another one, if you want to check that out. It's just Sirprook. I used to love to watch that guy play. He was a lot of fun, really down-to-earth guy. Came up with a lot of really cool decks. He actually was, I believe, I don't want to bilk anybody out of their achievements, but I think he was the father of the Banelord Banelord Shearpoint archetype. Because if I'm not mistaken, he didn't run Gobos in there. It was a Banelord scout essentially that relied on Banelord for removal. But I can't remember Red Year on Skeevers. Yeah, getting desperate there. Getting desperate. The rats are coming. They're coming for you. Totally lost my train of thought, but that's okay because I want to spend a little more time on the game that we're actually watching. Big ol' rat. She has another infestation. She's holding on to it. Although, I mean, right now her rats are outside. They are not. Interesting. Old Salty's Assault, eh? I'm guessing that is the one. Well, no, because he doesn't have any crabs in the deck, so that wouldn't really work out too well. It'd be a very, very sad assault. Grim Champion? Oh, Rim and Siege. I guess that works too. Got the Poop Stone with wings and a tail and big jaws. Yo! No, your Night Mother's so dumb she died. Got nothing. I'm gonna try to think of some other stuff. It's not easy to do. Gotta appreciate the clever ones. Even though, I mean, because I mean, I don't know. I think maybe at one point, like initially at conception and inception, your mama jokes back then were meant to be actually inflammatory. But I think they became what we would call now. Back then, we didn't have memes, but it became a meme, and it was more done for comedy and for wit than it was to actually try to insult somebody's mother. And look at this. We are definitely. I think we are going to see.
This one is embarrassed.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to lose to the rats.
May the fates smile on Khajiit.
Oh, interesting. So it doesn't give Cliff Racer charge. Oh, by the way, a question came up in Discord. I have not had it answered yet. I might do it against the computer because I don't know how hard it would be to do against a human opponent. Geub, if you have a Brotherhood Sanctuary down and you trigger Geub's his Slay effect, do you get 2 transform Geubs or do you get 1 10-10 Geub? Because he becomes a 5-5 guard after you Slay. So I thought you would just get double that effect. It's just double the Slay effect, which is a 10-10. But because he does transform, you could argue, or the hypothesis that it would double the result of that Slay, which is a Geub and then another Geub. I think both are viable or possible. I think the double Geub would be awesome versus the 10-10, but who knows? I don't get to choose. We just have to see. Wait, so if anybody's done it, please let me know. We can be free of the mystery, or keep it to yourself. The arcane knowledge of the Geub trigger. I've actually triggered him a couple times in game. And if you trigger him early, I mean, really, Geub and
Let's do this.
Archer's Gambit. If you can play Archer's Gambit on curve with Geub on the board, and that's actually a Slay, you've got a 5-5 with guard on the board on turn 3. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Oh my gosh. These cats are demonic too. Look at that. Weird kitty, weird kitty. All right, well, this has just divulged into a good old-fashioned slugfest. You would never believe that it's, you know, that there's almost zero, there are no really organic, or very few, I should say, organic, and by organic, I mean actually ooh. All right, Rax is going to push that final damage. We're trying to push that final damage. Okay. Always a devastating card. What does Braves got? What does she?
May the fates smile
I mean,
on
she
Khajiit.
does. I mean, she could
May the
dismantle.
fates smile
There you go.
on Khajiit.
Those have come in really just in the nick of time. Oh, is this 8? 8? Giant rat. Ratoncito Grande. Okay, yeah, it says I don't want your.
We press
All
on.
right. In theory, those would be snazzy transmogrify targets, but she's holding on to one, so that if she does pull transmogrify, she could play it, even if he's able to wipe out her board. But I mean, like I said, at this point, Skeevers are really dangerous because Ice Storm. You'd need 3 Ice Storms. I mean, Drive Mad does get the job done. So Raxon, I mean, they're both kind of just
This one
holding
thanks you.
holding each other to.
Alduin, attack. May the fates.
I mean, it's gonna go. I mean, Drain Fight. Oh no, I thought that was the big across the board. Ryman Siege. Raxon didn't really have any creatures to play in that turn anyway. Doesn't now. It might play spoils just to see if he's got something, but I think this is going to be GG. And well fought to both. It's just crazy when you see a board develop and you're like, oh, that's going to be hard. Even when you're, before you really start looking through what the options are, you look through it and go,
It has
oh crap.
been an engaging hunt.
And the rat is going to do it. Didn't see him get to double digits, dag nabbit, but a fine display.
This one thanks you.
Good games. Good game. I meant game. Singular.
What's up, everyone? It's Vincenzo here. I am popping in on Schwaard's channel to. I'm gonna play one game because, as y'all can see, I'm on my rank up game here. But also, I don't think Schwaaard told me that for one of these upcoming episodes, he did plug my channel, and he's been throwing it in the descriptions from the ones that I've seen. But just wanted to throw it out there that I'm shamelessly plugging my own channel here. So if y'all want to see someone playing the game like themselves, because I know Schwaaard has kind of taken more of a break. He enjoys watching other people play, which is just not like a bad thing. It's just different kind of content for the same game. So I'm gonna record myself playing a game. Hopefully it's gonna be good because I'm on my rank up game. But also to give you guys a little bit of a taste of, I think, most of the commentary that I try to provide. I try to explain some of my plays and what I'm gonna do, or why I'm doing it, what I'm thinking about. Other times I get frustrated. Sometimes I try to be funny, like I'm starting out, so it's a learning curve. So here we go. fingers crossed that this is gonna be a good one. But we got Ebonheart. This deck that I'm playing, I did feature, I believe, in one of my more recent videos. It's a very aggro Redoran deck, and it has some spicy crabs in there. It's got like Old Salty's Assault. I might even show off the deck list. I kind of forgot to do that at the start, but I've actually had a very weird day when it comes to recording. Because I'm also recording a little bit for my video I'm trying to upload today. But like every other game, I'm getting the black screen where like you start a game and it just goes black and the game doesn't load. So that's been happening. And then I had someone from the gas company come check out my heater. And it happened, luckily, right at the end of one of the games I recorded, because I would have been really annoyed if it happened in the middle of one of my games while I was recording. But yeah, It's a pretty aggro list. Seeing, I think it's going pretty well so far. I think I'm gonna throw down another Iliac Sorcerer, but first I'm gonna play that.
Kill them all.
Yeah. Okay. So my plan is to give him Dawnbreaker.
Should have been more work.
And I think it's gonna be really funny because, oh yeah, he's gonna swing for so much. Do I kind of have to do this just to yeah.
Nice try. Death to the enemy.
The Mage's Guild gave this one.
I mean, that's gonna be kind of hard for him to answer. He's gonna need like a crossbow,
Should have been more work. Wrong
which he
place.
might have one. Ooh, that's bad.
The hist shall heal you.
Well, I think
You fight like a child.
the proper course of action. I've never had all 3 Divine Fervors just in hand like this.
Death to the enemy.
Give no quarter.
We're gonna shut that down. And we do kind of need, since we just lost some momentum there, we're gonna play all these guys here.
Will be mine.
They'll be able to kind of stop this from happening. As long as another guard doesn't come down, I think we got it.
Waters of life.
Well, that's fine.
From folks who ain't used to.
Okay,
That's
I
the
think
key.
we got it.
Nothing will stop Khajiit.
Found you. Found you.
Give no quarter.
Wait, maybe.
This one can be counted upon.
Sniveling coward.
So I'll knock him down to 2.
I can take up hit bait weakening like you. I can take up hit bait weakening like you.
Chimera, spirit of the sky. Guide
Okay. Yeah, that's a bit much to have to deal with. Sometimes I get a little distracted like that game. But got the rank up in there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this kind of content more. I do a lot more playing. I usually show off the deck list that I'm using, which in fact, let me go ahead and just do that right now, just for anyone who's curious. But yeah, you know, I show off the decks that I'm using, kind of give a brief explanation. You know, I said that there's crabs in the deck, so there's crabs here, Altalti's Assault, some very aggro cards that can really keep you going. You know, you got stuff like Crusader's Assault, Ulfric's Housecarl, East March Crusader, and then things that can kind of keep you going on the board, like Haunting Spirit. Dawnbreaker's pretty nice, like as it showed in that last game there, and kind of some buff cards like 5th Legion Trainer or Clan Captain. But my YouTube channel name, I'm sure Schwaard's gonna put it in the description, but pretty much my in-game name without the .npo, and that's where y'all will find me. So I hope to see you guys there. You know, if you're not subscribed to Schwaard's channel, just like and subscribe to his, but also pay mine a visit and subscribe to that one. But I'll check you guys later. Check you guys.
And would you please welcome to the channel, or to the channel, I guess. Cats Are Sexy, the Immortal. I believe this is the first time that I have been able to observe Cats Are Sexy.
We must protect our stronghold.
And this is, we are on the ladder. I believe that's the wizard, the mage. I can never remember. I need to write them down. But Cats Are Sexy is has been able to get past the steed. It's a rough spot though, because
Friend.
you got to get to rank 4 pretty much in 2 days. I think within 48 hours. Otherwise, going back down to 9.
Do you not fear me?
But a great push, and I think you know, definitely be able to put you within striking distance of rank 4 next season. Let's take a look and see what Cats has up his sleeve. Up against Walkirion? Valkyrian 2125. Oof. I'll tell you what, you know, the Cast Into Time really lost a lot of their bite when they were no longer able to banish all cards of a single kind. I'm glad they did it, which is weird. They nerfed that. They took that away, because it used to be Cast Into Time would get rid of every version of the card in the deck. But right after that, we get Piercing Twilight. I think she came after that. So it's no longer a 5-cost removal. It's a 4-cost banishment with the same impact. Cats Are Sexy is probably going to lose all the elusive schemers in his deck.
I am death. You in the next.
And boom, yep, just like that, away he goes.
Standard,
So that would seem to indicate this is a singleton deck. I wonder if Walkirian? Walkirian. Wonder if Walkirian is onto that. I could be wrong. I frequently am. But it does make me wonder if this is in fact singletons. Let me see. Be able to find out. Nope, never mind. Oh wait, no, because Elusive Schemer just created another Elusive Schemer. Which is probably why he wasn't... Wait a minute. No, okay, so it is not a singleton. Because the 0 Elusive Schemer is not the same as the 4 cost. So he's played 2 Elusive Schemers. So he played 1 and the other one got banished. I'm not entirely sure. I'm a little bit lost right now. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not sure how that pans out. And Walkirian just with a ton of removal. That's all right. Good to see some dragons. It's nice to see some dragons. No good target for Abner. So maybe Balmora. Yeah, Balmora.
Like the wind and the shadows protect me.
And his catchphrase is actually very apt at the moment, as he is in the shadows, and they are, in theory, able to protect him. But as I was saying, that even though the Cast Into Time no longer has that amazing impact. Okay, so this is not a single one. That's the second one of that's the second apprentice. Okay, for sure. All right. Just wasn't running a lot of the schemers. That even though Cast Into Time did take a nerf, it does still come in handy in a lot of instances. As we saw, it's really good at removing the not slay. What do you call that? The last gasp effects. So sowers go away without doing anything. Yeah, pretty much any last gasp effect is just gone because the cards are essentially just removed from existence.
Give me
They're not
strength.
destroyed, wards aren't broken, none of that. They're just cast into time. Hey, Death Row! Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. I will. Hopefully, we will be seeing some Death Row play after this. Oh, and also just a preview to Friday. You will be seeing, unless something goes askew, you will be seeing. I will be doing a pretty much Soul game, Soul episode with Amarillo Designs. We got to talk a bit yesterday, and he's got a Burn Pilfer. So it's not like just an outright burn deck, but he's got a burn pilfer deck he wants to show. So we're going to play a couple games so that he can talk me through it, talk about the merits of the deck and how he plays it, and then we'll jump on the ladder and see how it does against some stiffer competition than whatever I'm going to offer him. And so you will be seeing that 2 days hence. Let me go ahead and give. Wait a minute.
Careful, friend.
Okay, I'll just wait. It's hard if I haven't really talked to somebody a whole lot, or they really haven't got the flow for what it's doing. In the back of my head, I'm just thinking they're going, well, that guy, why is he not talking to me? But hopefully it's ooh. Yeah, Walkirian is heavy on the heavy on the removal. Very frustrating to play against. Nice, Fallen Nasty Reaver, discounted too. Oh, no, you want to play it over there. It's not a full, no, yeah, I was going to say, no, it's a lane clear, not a board clear.
Are quicker than your
Not to say that Cats Are Sexy was going to do that, but it looked that way. And I think it's depending on what device you're playing on, where you put the card, it looks like it's just going over into the field lane by default, and then it goes over where it needs to be. But it's a nice premium Velocity. I guess Walkerian is out of removal, but it's got the nasty Parthenax loop going on. It did not break my heart when that stopped becoming popular. I even remember in like the TESL in the there's more removal. Okay, just kidding. And unless he got a really bum deal from Parthenax, he's got to have some kind, whether it's Unrelenting Force, Drained Vitality, or Fire Breath. I pretty much just listed all of them except for those little 3/3 guys that spit out. So unless he got 3 of those, which would be a brick and a half for a Parthenax summoning. Nope, there's your Drained Vitality. I mean, it still takes 3, unless he's got another one. Oh, that's actually the worst one. Especially when you're trying to push. Okay, that's not too bad. I thought that was a leveled up version for some reason. Oh, yeah. Everything in moderation, folks. That's my motto. That's just way too much removal. I mean, he doesn't have any creatures to put on the board. I think he's got to keep. Nope. Okay, I'll get Lenef. That's who he's gonna play. Let's see what he pulls from his repertoire. Aren, maybe? It's a body, a Feek. Oh, nice! And he's got all those 0 costs to play with it as well. So he'll be able to draw some cards, do 3 damage to his opponent. Right. God! Does he? Doesn't take a whole lot of pain off the coming blow, but it does. Is going to give him an extra. More removal! It's just removal central here. Piercing Twilight. Oh boy.
A few drinks, a few laughs, and a contest.
Yeah, I hear you. Cats are sexy. Poof. Yeah. No, I would have been bored to defeat probably about 4 turns ago, 5 turns ago. So cats are sexy. Way to push through. Way to keep playing. Ooh. He is gonna need something. Let's see. Fire Breath? How much is that? 2 damage. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Good. Oh, he'll do the damage with what's his name? Yeah, nice. Ooh, good. Okay, got the Guild Sworn. I mean, unfortunately, this fellow's not going to last this next turn. Vanus. Why do I think Venus? Vanus Galarian? Oh, yeah, he's toast. And it looks like, well, Supreme Dragon is going to make Odoving a bit tiny, but it's still 12 on the board. I'm guessing Supreme Dragon comes down. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, he's running Dawn's Wrath. Okay. Wow. All right. Got a nice chunk of those. Okay. We will see. That Unrelenting Siege is unfortunate. Although, actually, Unrelenting Force is perfect in conjunction with Supreme Dragon because he's going to be able to boot Odoving, but Walking has something for, is that going to be enough? I didn't mean in that one swing. I just didn't know if he had some more reach or if that was going to do it. There's obviously Charge in Strength. If he's got...
At the ready.
Okay, Guard is not great.
We can do this.
With 7 health, this is a lot to deal with. A whiff on the last card. That's 6. That's not gonna... I mean, he's gonna be able to kill Parthenax. But that leaves 8, 9, 10. It is, I'll tell you, it really does just kind of sap your energy a little bit when you're playing, and it's just like up against a removal, because you don't, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I get it. It's a thing you can do. Oh, is he? Nope. He's got 4 left. Okay, he's still alive. Yeah, he's gonna do there. And whoa, you don't want to actually unsummon Odaving. I don't know why that was a dumb thing to say.
5 and 8.
Nicely done, Catcher Sexy. That is fantastic. You have bought yourself, I think, at least one other turn, and you've got a nice board to push it yourself. Okay, that does make me nervous. That makes me think Walking Iron has it, or Walkirian has. Oh, don't you dare bring Parthenax back. Don't do it. It's probably going to be something worse. No, he's going to do Parthenax. Oh, so tired. So tired. Like I said, everything in moderation. Let's not spam. Oh gosh. Like I feel like I just aged 25 years. Yeah, see, it gives dragons a bad name. You give dragons a bad name.
Yol!
And right now, that is actually the exact card that he needs to finish things off. Wait, can he find lethal here? He's got 9, 10, 11. If that was, well, no. Okay, so he's going to be able to kill Oda and gain 4 health. But he's got Parthenax over there. Ooh. Oh, no! Oh, he had it. I mean, it wasn't a misplay. Steel Dagger and Lightning Bolt gets Parthenax, buys him another turn, but he's 1 magic off. Oh, that is a bummer. Oh, I know that feeling. And you're just going, really? Is this it? Maybe you can find something tonight.
They will perish in flame.
Yeah.
Well fought.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Good game, Catcher Sexy. Good game. And, it was a good sport about it. And I don't know. I hate to say it, so I'm not going to say it. Because I hate to say it, so I'm not going to say it. But good game, Catcher Sexy. Good game. Crab Fatality! And happily, we find Jay Shades, a player I have not seen in quite some time. And I feel really bad about Jay Shades. Apologies that my Zelda games... Oh, look at that number. Look at that ranking number. The skill it takes to be able to nail that number just like that? I mean, granted, it's I don't know why the 9s are upside down, but it's 999. What a cool number that is. I don't know why it looks it's all upside down, but very cool. But yeah, I know, not Wind Waker, Majora's Mask, Zelda game. I know Jay Shade's very, very excited for that. I am going to still get around to it. I got so, boo, go back to the pits of hell from whence you came, Chandler. It's not like I'm saying Chandler, like from Friends. Chandler Bing. Not a great time to play it. Typically, you want to get the life gain a little bit after your runes are broken so that you get the cards. At this point, though, Twiggly Sticks has more than enough cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because, of course, unfortunately, Twiggly Sticks is playing Invade, and Invade wants to be able to just spam all their ramp cards in one turn so that they can effectively win without really having to play the game. That is the unfortunate truth about it. Not much you can do, but Jay Shades is going to make a bold attempt to kick butt before Invade can go off. And the great thing is he's healing, so this guy who gets... Oh, no, wait. I was getting him confused with the big fat spider gal. The spider that... it's a 5/5 or 5/4 or something. Every time she breaks a rune, it triggers a gate. He just causes the gate to double. And without a way to destroy it... The good news, Jay Shade's sitting on that ultimate heist. So if he can... As long as he gets Twiggly Sticks down to below 5, and that's really what he's pushing right now. I mean, he could play it now. Is he going to? He's not. He's going to save that for the coup de grace. Yeah, 50. Yeah, this is looking pretty good for Jay Shades. I mean, that is... And this is great. We're seeing an Ebonheart deck. Brave runs several versions of Ebonheart that do this as well. Ebonheart, but it's not the greedy. Like, it doesn't depend on him getting the Venom Tongue and getting a bunch of crossbows and stuff. And no shade against it. I mean, it's another control deck, but it's good to see these colors. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Drain, no charge. Alright, so she's going to be able to shackle, but every card that comes down now is going to get drained, and if he gets charge, he's pretty much done. So he's just going to push damage to face and hope for the best. But yeah, I mean, I love seeing an Ebonheart deck like this, an Ebonheart with the whatchamacallit, Thieves' Den. You don't see that very often. Okay, this is just... We're very unhappy. Charge, drain. There it is. That's game. That's game, folks. And like I said, I hear people all the time. Oh, well, I don't hear it all the time, but I do hear people. Invade ain't nothing. I can beat invade. I beat invade all the time, and I'm not saying that that's not true, because I have seen invade be beaten. I've beaten invade, but now he's got to decide: do I do it? I mean, he could do it, but at 9. So almost. Yeah, I think if he had, and I'm not saying he should have done this because you never know what's going to happen. If he had, with the douche, yes, he's got the win. He's got the win. Yes, Jay Shades, yes. He did it. He did it. Woo! It doesn't matter how much Twiggly Six drains. It doesn't matter. As long as Twiggly Six can't win this turn, can't do 34 damage, Twiggly Six is done. Oh, please. Okay, but he can do... Oh, Invasion Party, you suck. All right, 8. Okay, that's not too bad. That's a small critter. Keep him small, because that's 10, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I mean, what sucks now is they're so discounted. Oh, but he's not going face. He doesn't... I don't think he realizes... Oh, no! Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a total idiot. He can't play it. He can't play it next turn. Oh, this is... my stupidity has made this an emotional roller coaster. He is one Magicka off. Ayleid Guardians are not going to be able to do it. Doggone it. Oh, gosh, this game. I mean, it's great. They're immune to lethal. Maybe that's enough, but now he needed that ring to be able to get it next turn. And he's just not going to be able to do it. Oh, man. I mean, you saw what it was, right? He was at 50 health, the opponent at 12, 10, and this is the kind of swing you can have if you just have a few cards in your hand. This is... Oh, that would have helped a ton, too. Dang it, I cannot believe I got myself all excited. And of course, Twiggly Stick's going the long way around because that's what you expect out of Invade. Boo! Sorry, Jay Shades.
This episode is sponsored by Assault on Red Mountain, an action card from the mind of deleted user who I believe is also Sea City Toker. Cannot confirm that though, but it is a 5-cost action in Telvanni colors. Nope, not Telvanni. Tribunal colors. Summon 2 non-unique Exalt creatures from your deck into each lane. Like this card, like the art, looks very good. I think it could actually be genuine TESL art. Assault on Red Mountain. Obviously, Red Mountain that we've seen in TESL is House Dagoth, so it would make sense if we're doing an assault on it to be in almost its exact opposite, which I would say is probably Tribunal, if not canonically or lore-wise, the antithesis of the Red Mountain. Although I guess the Red Mountain didn't it blow up on its own. I don't know. I have to read the lore on that. But anyway, about this card. Non-unique Exalt creatures. There are a lot of really good ones. There's some legendaries. There's the guy with the... he looks really cool, and he's got the green sword, but when you see the full card, the sword actually isn't as long as it looks. Like, I thought the sword went off the card, but it actually stops the card, so it's actually kind of like just a long dagger. But anyway, that's a legendary. Now, here's the question. But anyway, I like this because it does. I like Exalt. Exalt and Expertise are probably my 2 favorite mechanics in general, and so I'm a big fan of this. It is not a unique legendary, but it is a legendary, so in theory, you could spit out another 1 or 2 of these. Might even pass as an epic. The 5 cost is a good value. Here's the catch. Anytime up till now, anytime you bring an Exalt creature onto the board in any way other than direct playing, it does not get to trigger its Exalt. Even if you have the Magicka for it, you don't have the option to do that. So, like, if you resurrect it, you don't get the option to... well, not resurrect. If you do, what is it? With Soul Tear or... Well, no, Soul Tear you can because you're playing it from hand. But if it plays directly onto board, like this, onto each lane, it doesn't give you the option to Exalt them. And so I'm not sure if the spirit of the card is just to get the Exalt on the board, because there is the guy that has this dramatic pose. He is able to trigger the summon of... trigger the Exalt of cards that are already on the board. So it doesn't mean that this would be absolutely useless for them, but it does. So I'm not sure if it's just that literally get to Exalt creatures on the board, or if this is meant to also allow you to Exalt. I think you should be able to. I think if you play this on turn 10, you've got an extra bit of Magicka. You choose one, like it gives you the option. Do you want to Exalt one of these? If so, which one? Or do you want to try to Exalt both, depending on which ones you draw? It does seem that it's going to be random. So unless you only have one or two types of non-unique non-unique Exalt cards, it's going to... You never know what you're going to get, exactly. And, I mean, there are some kind of clunkers, depending on when. I mean, turn 5, especially if they're not going to be able to be exalted. In theory, if you could get the guard that the Exalt only costs 1, but all it does is make him immune to actions, which actually is a pretty big deal, especially if... But, yeah, I was going to say, it's only a big deal if you're playing it against another Tribunal, or, another removal heavy list. Hard removal heavy list. Heavy, hard... Well, my brain is gone. I am officially tired, folks. Sorry. But the sponsor, gotta give them their due. But anyway, I think it's a really great card. Like I said, because I like the Exalt action in general. But I think it's a good cost for non-exalted cards. If it automatically exalted them, or even gave you that option, it might be a little undercosted. But the RNG, which, as best as I can tell, it doesn't really say one way or the other. But it does. But anytime it doesn't say choose 2 non-unique Exalt creatures from your deck to put in each lane, I think that verbiage would indicate that you can pick. The RNG, I think, makes this somewhat low. Depending. You could summon two 2/2s with Drain. You could summon 2 3/3s. You could summon 1 3. I think more than likely, on average, you're probably going to get the exact value of the 5 cost, but you might be able to high roll it. But I like the fact that it brings a little more of the Exalt mechanic into the game, makes it more worthwhile to play. And yeah, I think the card art's great. I think the idea is great. Assault on Red Mountain, huzzah! Yeah, so a solid card. I could see it being an epic. I don't know that it's so unless it did. Even if the RNG is still there, but if it did allow, and if it said, allow Exalt, how would you word that? Allow Exalt as Magicka allows or something? Option to Exalt or something. If it did that, then this would be a legendary, and perhaps a unique legendary, because even at random, being able to, the 5 cost, if they're exalted, you're getting a heck of a lot of value out of that. So that I could see being a unique legendary. Maybe at a 6 cost, 5 might work as a unique. But as it is now, great card. Might be able to pass as an epic, but once you've bought it, that only comes down to cost. Once you've bought it, it doesn't really matter. But I think the idea is this is a special card. And I think at 5, it's an okay card. The RNG makes it a little less than stellar. You never know what you're going to get, other than that it's going to be cards in your deck. But I think that just about covers it. Great idea, great thoughts. Bringing Exalt into a little more prominence. Thank you, deleted user / I believe C-City Toker. If that is not the case, please let me know. I'm happy to give credit where credit is due. I'm just pretty sure that's who it is. And yeah, great mind. Thanks for taking a gander. And now back to the game.
And we come in the midst of the turmoil with Maik the Capper. Which also, if I think we mentioned in the other game when I was talking with either Inu or Brave, that Capper is another word for liar. A slang term, I believe. But Maik, from the lore, actually, it is a Elder Scrolls character. At a bit of a point deficit against Feng Schweg. Schweg? I'm not exactly sure how the J figures into that whole equation, but hey, it's a fellow Schwa. Or Sh. It's a fellow Schwa. Yeah, it's a fellow Schwa. Hey, Feng Schwa, the general. But at this moment, he is our nemesis, our enemy, our greatest foe. Interesting, we're getting some Dragon Mage. I don't know that I've ever seen that, but it makes sense. We have Guiltsworn Dragons as one of the better dragon combos out there, and Feng, this might be a friendly game. It's possible it's a friendly game. I didn't see, obviously it's not a ladder game. This might be a friendly. It could be a friendly or a casual. I'm not entirely sure. it would just be incredibly serendipitous if we had two players both playing little used alliances here. And wow, Maik really mixing in a lot of neutrals. Dwarven Colossus, don't really get to see that very much. Slaughterfish spawn might come down this turn. It's got a clear board on the one side anyway. Nope. Okay, he's gonna play Inu's favorite card, the mighty little beetle. You got to hear his triumphant bellow as he takes to the field, scaring the crap out of the tree minder, no doubt. But not out of that big old dragon. Oh, good gravy. A great card, just not terribly sexy, but you know what? That artwork is really nice. Ooh, and he's wearing a ring now. Well, that gives me some weird, some strange vibes, because like, well, you got the Hobbit, you know, that has Smaug, and the ring, and now Smaug is wearing a ring. Like, how bad would Schwaaard have been if he had actually put the ring on? I don't know if he... Well, no, the ring did expand. Well, we know it could expand and shrink enough to, you know, fit into a human hand. Ooh, lightning portal that will allow the Slaughterfish to trade in with it if Feng cannot put down a guard or a big ol'... But it's organic, you know. These are dragon deck. Alduin in a dragon deck is fine. Don't let the burial abuse dissuade you. Dwarven Colossus is a great remedy for that. We'll put a guard in each lane. It's not going to really stave off the mighty Alduin for too long, but it is a stay of execution at the moment in a way that nothing else in his hand would be. Maybe Dragon Aspect? Oh, is he gonna? Okay, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize they were both leveled up, so. He will. Oh no, he's gonna die. Okay, for a second, because I'm a moron, I thought he was gonna try to use the second dragon aspect. I did that in one game. Well, I mean, granted, I think I was already tilted, so I wasn't thinking straight. But oh no, I did. I think I did it to a pilfer. And anybody, like, I knew as soon as I did it, I was like, nope, that's dumb, that's not the thing you want to do. But I was like, come here, pilfer creature, let me bring you to my face, you can kiss my face, get bigger, get big enough so that I can't actually kill you. I think it was a 4/4, the you know, kitty with the little mohawk. And I was like, I will kill you. And so it's like, draw you in, you become an 8/8, and my little dragon aspect can no longer kill you. And you drain at the same time, and I'm just totally hosed. And now we might see Dwarven Colossus. Yep. Dragon Cold Ghost. It's great. I mean, it's cool. Like, you know, when you watch these games, like the 7/7 Dragon, great artwork. We never get to see it. Nobody ever wants to play it. It's not sexy. It gets regenerate, and the stats aren't amazing. It's also not a high power card. Oh, and that's going to be game. Good game, Maik. Thanks for showing us some cards that we don't get to see very often. Feng as well, a fellow Schwaaard. Oh, sweet. We are catching A-Ross at the start of a fresh game, playing Mage, something a little bit different. Unfortunately, Lion Cub 805 has the perfect counter for what it looks like he's running. Well, kind of, sort of. I mean, Imprison is the only action he has in his hand right now. Mage typically is action heavy, but I think Andy is doing a version of tokens, which means he's not going to be too horribly maligned by the Withered Hand cultist.
I smell fresh meat.
But it's going to be aggro versus aggro. Giggles may actually be the determining factor here. Anytime you've got an aggro matchup, I think the aggro with the heals is going to be the victor. So unless Lion Cub has also come prepared with, I mean, a lot of decks will run the Oreo Gal as a prophecy, just because it's a 3/3 prophecy. So I wouldn't be surprised to see her come down at some point. But as we see, A-Ross is actually counting on the drain with the Conjurer's Spirit to help fill his board. So I'm guessing he's going to have a bit more. Still going to take a nice chunk to the face. Happily, his Oreo Gal will be able to get 4 of those points back whilst taking out the mighty 6/3. No answer for, oh goodness.
The Nords must take back.
Okay, Lion Cubs. I think Lion Cub, you kind of getting that. I don't want to say panic because I'm not trying to speak for Lion Cub, but you do I know for me, if I'm playing aggro and I see, or yeah, if I'm playing aggro at all, if I know I've only got a finite amount of turns to close this out, and I see a drain hit the board, I know I'm like 1 or 2 turns from ultimate defeat. Interesting. Okay. Chose to take out, which will free up his imprison. Does he have enough? He does with giggles. Nope. Nope. Gives him the card draw, but not enough to trigger imprison. So he will take another 6. Unless I am gravely mistaken. I am not. So he will take that 6. And Lion Cub will be able to put a 5/5 on the board next turn. Aros does have Imprison and Shrieking Harpy. I don't think the 6/3 is going to trade. It's going to keep going face. It's what you got to do. All right, but Lion Cub was able to mix it up just enough to trigger his draw engine, the odd crocodile
You fight
thing.
well.
It's going to help. This is going to help Aros pivot in the following turns, because I'm pretty sure this game is effectively over. Got 2 Harpies in prison. I don't think he's going to push that last bit of damage. Giggles on the board, making her presence known, filling the air with wafting sense of joy and mirth from her armpits. I know it's not coming from her armpits. It kind of looks like it, though.
Killing you will make an excellent story.
Oh, and Giggles goes down.
Ready to die?
No, Giggles, come back. And Aros without any more drain as of yet.
Let's knock some heads.
Holding on to those Harpies, I think the idea is really just to start pushing. And right when his opponent thinks, I've got... Oh, I mean, Divine Fervor. Does he have lethal next turn? I think he's going to hit face. I think he's going to hit face. Oh, yeah, because he's not even going to break the rune, so it's fine. Just like that. That's just great playing right there.
Fight is done.
And he knows. Fight's done. Didn't even have to bring out the Divine Fervor. Well done, Andy. Token Mage. And after a bit of hiccup trying to find a game that was not getting ended or just
Did you hear that?
coming to an end, we find Arrakis, NPO, the gate closer, against Shack Attack. Shack Attack just in the top 500. Arrakis just a little bit outside of top 300. In these last few days before the season ends. Arrakis running what appears to be an aggro empire, harkening back to its roots as one of the, essentially a token upgrade. I was
Care
gonna
to
say.
make a friendly wager?
Yeah. It's a bizarre thing. Sorry, lost in my own thoughts there for a second. Had a situation. I'm not going to use any names, but just had a situation where somebody comes in, guns ablazing, trying to start stuff. I joked about it earlier, but it really is true. You just get everything's going along smooth. Everybody's for the most part getting along, just kind of playing the game, and then somebody comes in and just drops a big old turd. It's like a human poop stone, really. Ah, okay. So it is Aggro Empire, which I surmised because I've got a big brain. Oh, wow! Okay, this is the deck that Arrakis used to get his top 10 legendary. So keep your eyes fixed on the screen. This is a deck of magnificence, because it is not easy to... I would say it's one thing, if all you had to do is crack the top 10, that would be one thing. I'm not saying it would be easy, but that's one level. Cracking the top 10 and then staying in it the rest of the season, that's a whole other thing. Okay, so this has been an updated version of that, but yeah, this is the deck that got him top 10. So I would be very surprised. Excuse me, if he did not pull this one off. Goodness gracious me! I have this weird thing. I'm waking up after only getting like 5 hours of sleep, and when I wake up, I feel pretty alert, but I feel much more tired by the end of the day. So it's like I'm sacrificing a longer day for an earlier start. I don't know. All right, so Araka's calling Ice Storm, suspecting Ice Storm, I should say. And if it is, that might be the game. That would be this deck's bane. Defensive Broom, but that only gets it. Yeah, it doesn't puts it actually puts quite a few cards out of Ice Storm range. So that's probably going to do. I think you might be able to close it out with Defensive Bruma. Yeah, Palms got sweaty there. I mean, that really is the game changer, or it makes the difference. Little Crab goes in for the poke, defense, and that I think you can close it out this game. I didn't do the math. 5, 9, 11, 16, 19 would be, depending on what this prophecy is. If it's the okay, I thought it might be the 3/3 guard that gives him health back. Oh my gosh, Shack Attack's prophecy game is on point. Not that you can do anything about that really, but it just seems to be so. Okay, didn't get one in the last one, and it's not going to matter even if you can wipe the board. Cliff Racer will save the day. He can't even play Seducer. Well, he could play Seducer, but he can't squish with her. So whatever lane he plays her in, Arrakis can just go round the other side. Good game, Arrakis. Top 10. Excuse me. Sorry. Top 10 deck representing.
I strike like the Moraton.
Okay, Shack Attack might be hoping for a miracle. I don't know what. That's not going to do it. Didn't know what it would take, but that was not going to do it. I mean, I guess in theory he could have triggered Odaving and that would have done it. Well, it would have cleared the board, but not won in the game.
It has been my honor. My fight is done.
And we slip in to a game with Dano, NPO. Dano, did you always have the top 10 card back? I knew you were in top 100. I'm thinking so. I'm thinking you had it. I'm thinking you always had top 10. At least you've had it since I've known you. For some reason, it's a bit of a surprise. He is playing what looks to be traditional Telvanni up against another but it's not a Schwaaard, it's a Schnurriputs. Schnurriputs. The Emperor. Can you imagine having an Emperor named Schnurriputs? I mean, come on, I'm not saying Schwaaard would be Emperor Schwaaard. No, I think that would work. I think we could handle that. Had to poke a little fun at Dano here. I said, do you know there's a guy named Dano? I thought this was him, but that Dano would never play Control Telvanni. I don't think I've ever seen Dano play Control Telvanni. Unless this is going to be a version of his... Okay, it was going to be an OTK of some kind, because really, most of your OTKs come from the Telvanni. So I know he has the bone armor. You combine bone armor with Ring of Imaginary Might. That's an OTK in Scout. He's got a Scout list that he sent me.
The error was mine.
Okay, Schnurriput's doing a little more talking than perhaps necessary, but maybe they're friends, maybe they're chums, and he's just kind of carrying on a bit of a discourse. But as we Dano said, this is Flesh Atro OTK. Okay, now Schnurriputs is being a bit of a putz. I don't know if putz is a thing. Putz? Oh, maybe that's what it... Schnurriputs? Maybe that's it. Schnurriputs the Emperor. Yeah. Context changes, pronunciation changes. Oh, Bunch of Stone. Poop Stone. Wow. Wow. Obnoxious. Oh, gosh. This cough is killing me. Why is it they go hand in hand? Now, look. We've seen many games, right? You and I, all of us together. We've seen a lot of games where people play Poopstone and they're not obnoxious about it. They just play Poopstone. I have friends that play Poopstone. I mean, I say friends. I mean, I can't really be that good of friends with a Poopstone player. I'm kidding, of course, kidding. But, they play all kinds of things. So good people play it, whatever. But it is weird. It's, I guess, confirmation bias when you're like, okay, this guy seems to be a bit of a turd muffin. And then they play Invade, or they play the Poopstone, or they play Workshop, or they play, Alduin Burial. It just seems like it gives you the impression that this is the meta. That the turd muffins gravitate towards these particular decks. It's almost like it's built into the fiber of their player being. And I know that's not true. Like I said, I know there are people who play Poopstone who are swell folks. I don't know about Invade, though. I don't know that I've ever met somebody who plays Invade. The only person I think I've actually seen who's a friend that played Invade, when I caught him doing it, he was like, I'm trying to get the daily quest, which I would like to remind you, maintain your integrity. Remember, you can burn a quest every day. So if you get a quest you don't like, you can exit out, it'll give you another one. You don't know what it's going to be, it could be worse than the one you got rid of, but I would say, on the whole, there's probably not going to be a quest that's any worse than trigger Invade 25 times. I do that a lot when it's like win 3 games, because I feel like I don't need to play 3 games for most of the other rewards, even though they gradually get bigger and bigger. It's like, at first it's like, hey, pilfer with five, okay, so he's getting the pieces together. He's getting the pieces together. Card draw, yes. Okay, that's not a piece. He needs his charge, which I'm guessing in this deck is a Viper. And he needs his Flesh Etronach. I wonder if he's running the Spider, is it Spider Daedra? No, yeah, I think it's Spider Daedra, where it spawns an entire lane. That's what, oh dear, he's got to go. Oh, charge? Really? Really, game? No, why am I surprised? I sounded surprised, didn't I? But I'm not surprised. I mean, the good news is he doesn't have to worry about rage next turn.
Be obeyed.
That's not much, though.
Hold the line.
Oh, goodness gracious. Really? Goodness gracious. Yeah, I think it's just too much. I'm not saying he's going to lose here. He's going to have to Sanctuary Pet the 5/5.
Mother will guide us.
I mean, he can save up. The problem is, I mean, the Mentor's Ring is part of the combo, the Flesh Atro combo. I don't know how many of those he's running. He may be running another one. I think a lot of people do, because unless you're running a Crucible Blacksmith, the odds of you pulling that, unless you're running a bunch of, you know, essentially you'd have to build a version of the Nixox where you're able to combo certain cards into other cards to make sure you get the cards that you need. I think we might see Mentor's Ring here used just to get the win, or to survive, I should say. We didn't get charged on that. That's good. No charge on that. No charge on that. Okay.
Nicely done.
So Poopstone not handing the game
You're
to
too kind.
Schnurrputz. Not for one of trying, though.
Hello there.
Yes. I think that's the first time I actually laughed out loud, and I think it's just like, come on, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I know you're there. You were just emoting to me. Ah, goodness gracious. In the perfect world, yeah. I didn't think so, Dano. I did not doubt your character. I was just surprised. I was like, there has to be some catch. He's doing something. I will say, though, Tullia's inscription confused me until this moment when I realized that is essentially his Spider Daedra. Spider Daedra is used because it fills you with an entire lane. So you have at least you'll have 8 cards to burn to feed your Flesh Atronach.
1,000 pardons.
Okay, all right. So in theory,
This day is mine.
okay, I don't know what's going on now. Emotes are ridiculous. You can't understand
This
through
day
them.
is mine.
Okay, now it's becoming more obvious. At first, I thought Schnurrputz was being a gentleman and said, "Hey, I'm sorry. I apologize because I've done that before. Something has happened. I mean, let's be honest. I'll be 100% honest with you all, and this may gross some of you out, and I do apologize. You know, we all grow up different ways. You know, when I'd play on like my phone or the iPad, sometimes I'd take it to the bathroom with me. You know, I know I'm going to be there for a little while. I got to work some stuff out.
Many thanks.
Now, granted, my legs would fall asleep if I did it too long, but I would I'd be in there. But you know, when you're ready to go,
Do not fear me.
you just want to go.
You should.
1,000 pardons.
Yeah, so maybe that's TMI, but I mean, I'm not going to deny it. If somebody asked me, hey, do you ever do that? I don't know what the big deal is. I mean, I wash my hands. I sanitize my phone and my iPad at least once a week on the regular, just, you know, give it some Windex and make it all spiffy and clean. But yeah, so there'll be times where like, okay, so I'm like, my opponent's taking a long time. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to, you know, get up and get back to work. And then I go to wash my hands, and that's right when they start, and it's like, then it's my turn. I'm like, oh crap, so I'm washing and doing whatever, and then then I'll say, sorry about that, apologies, but then I play immediately, and I'm not doing this emote back and forth, so I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if these two know each other, but Putz is definitely intentionally roping. Not sure how this is going to turn out. Gotta hope that Dano can pull this out. Unfortunately, we know he's not going to be able to get... Well, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to just get his Flesh Atro TK. He's only got 11 creatures in the graveyard, but circling back around to the strategy of the TESL game, that's what Tullius' conscription is for. That is his way of filling lanes, wiping out creatures, filling lanes, wiping out creatures, because you want to get your graveyard as big as possible so that your... what's his face can trigger. So I don't know if Dano's going, look, if I can't win with the OTK, I don't want to win, or if, okay, I think he was counting on some guards and some checklists and things. Let's see, now we get, so this is starting to be, because of the nature of the emotes, it's starting to feel like what we saw like with Brave and Raxon, where they're friends, and yeah, they're throwing barbs at each other, but it's not, there's no animus there, they're just kind of like poking fun, cracking wise, as they say, well, as they say 30 years ago.
Nicely done.
It's the frequency that makes me think, not so much. Alright, well.
And now for a practical demonstration.
Ward, of course. Lots of wards for Putz.
Stop right
Nicely done. Nicely done.
You're too kind.
I don't know about that. Very, very emoty. Is he really going to rope this turn? See, and there's a part of me that thinks folks do this kind of thing, not just to be jerks. Okay, so Dano doesn't know this guy. Otherwise, he'd be like, my buddy Schnira Putz cracking wise. I don't know why I'm saying that so much now. Okay, Dano's saying, I win here, methinks. Okay, so let me... Oh, I think he's saying this game he wins. I think Schnira Putz has burned through enough of his deck that it's a very good chance.
A fine display.
But yeah, I think people do it not only to be jerks, but because they're actually hoping that if they, like, they're hoping to steal a win. They know that they're probably going to lose at this point, and they want, ooh, come on, Merchant, give him flesh. Give him the flesh. I think he's going to play some conscription, though. Yep, clearing the lane for his conscription. Got his cat's paw.
Nicely done.
Hopefully it's gonna fill. Okay, it just enough. He's got a shackle. Oh, and okay, there we do see the Crucible Blacksmith, and also the Mentor's Ring. I think that's just automatically triggered. I think that's the only item he runs in the deck. So as soon as she spawned on the board, she just creates the Mentor's Ring. But yeah, got the shackle and the guard, which is what he needs. And of course, Putz has the mute. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he indeed? But now Dano has a ring to play with, and this is where Schnira Putz probably got hosed by the Poop Stone, giving his Riften dude the drain, allowed him to heal, and which is consequently going to allow Dano to heal without breaking any runes and putting himself in jeopardy. So yeah, I think we will definitely see Mentor's Ring. Oh wait, he doesn't have any drain on the board. What am I thinking? What was I thinking? Oh, Barrowstalker. That's what you want. Guard and drain on everything. And he's still got a Mentor's Ring to play with for his OTK.
Of the living.
And so now, unless Putz just kind of gives up, I think we're either going to see a concession from Putz, or we're going to see the Flesh Atro OTK from Dano. Either one will be okay. I'd rather see the OTK, but I'll take it either way. because I'm eager to see the combo on display. Giant Bat, there's another piece. He's got the Merchant Camel to hopefully draw the next section. He's going to have to ring out that ring now. We definitely need to... Here it comes. Will Putz concede, or will Putz just take it on the chin? We will see. Doink. And not only that, but he does give his Barrow Stalker a big old body.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
You're too kind.
All the answers. Oh man, Dano's lucky. Well, Putz is lucky. Dano is fortunate that the game does not hinge on his guard not being muted or removed, otherwise he would have been dead by now. Happily, he's been able to get that drain on the board. He's not out of the woods yet. He needs a Giant Bat.
Hello there.
For, well, no, he can use Bendari Opportunist, what am I thinking? So we might see Warded Giant Bat, kill the 4-2, Merchant's Camel, Scout's Report, really trying to find that Flesh Atron. I don't think he's going to be big enough, though. No, he is! Holy cow, yeah! Come on, bring on the flesh! Bring on the flesh! We want the flesh! We want the flesh! Yeah.
Superb work.
Schneerputz, you are an embarrassment to all the sh**s out there. As a Schwaaard, I demand that you remove the SCH from the first part of your name. You're just Niraputz. Niraputz, sorry. Niraputz. Actually, that works. Niraputz. No, Yiraputz. No, Niraputz. I could do that all day. Oh, if only my emotes could be so creative and clever and not annoying. Okay. And the cool thing is he can keep poking, get a little bit more drain. Oh, he is... Okay, there you go. Yep. Okay, all right. Good to know. I can call the more or less obvious play. There he is! There he is! We're going to see it! No, but you know what? Putz is going to concede. As soon as Flesh comes down, Putz is going to concede. You know it's going to happen.
Everything myself.
Okay, Dano, you need to get him down to 26. Dano knows. Gets him exactly down to 26.
Superb work.
Nicely done.
Flesh Atro coming down.
Blood running hot.
Oh, sorry, Ella. You're not gonna get... Oh, you got a ward, but who cares? Who cares about your ward, Ella? Because you're going down. You're going down. Poopstone, you're going down too. Ka-chink, ka-chink, chink, 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 chink. Take a picture, folks. Take a picture of this magnificent setup. I couldn't ask for it any better. Oh, come down, Dano. It's all water under the bridge. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, jeez. Okay, we will skip to the triumphant moment because Putz is certainly gonna draw this out. All right, let us see it. Let us see it. Don't concede, Putz. Don't concede when you see the beast. There he is. Wetting yourself. Wetting yourself. Nope. Oh, and there it goes. Hit him, Dano.
Nicely done.
Okay. He's taking it.
Nicely
He's taking
done.
it like a. No, he's not. No, he's not. Oh well, nicely done, Dano. Woo! Well, that is a heck of a way to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to those who put your prowess on display, who showed us some great combos, and or who pushed through some very difficult games, coming up just short of the goal, but splendid games in general. Again, appreciate y'all watching, and until next time, keep playing.